Hey everybody, driving in my car as I'm going home from the comic book store. So what kind of fun, interesting things can I tell you today? Well, I looked in the Game Trade magazine, the Alliance book, and I saw that we have not but one, but two books coming out. This is the March-April book. I believe it's on page 27, if my memory still holds on me. You can find, that's right, two of our books. And which books are they? Our number one book is the first one's. It's a big collection. You've probably seen it before. It's in PDF format. Now it's going to be available in print. The second one being the Folding Circle book, another Big Enemies book. So with that in the core rule book, you basically have enough cool characters that you can do evil stuff to players with and basically have some good opponents to face. That's on the print side. I'm also talking to another distributor right now in Germany about getting some books released over there. We're seeing where that's going. I sent them stuff. I'm just waiting to hear back from them. I'm assuming they're going to say yes, but you never know, so you got to take it as it goes. What are the personal projects I'm working on? Well, two of the projects I'm working on. I'm finishing up both of the Machine Smith classes. We have the Flesh Wraith, which is our organic Machine Smith, and then we have some more of a separate one that it's still, the name is still up in the air. I thought about calling it Flesh and Metal, but I'm like, I don't know if I like that much. But it'll be available also. It's going to be other cool archetypes, more new gadgets. Yeah, I think 2 or 3 archetypes. Cool, a ton of new gadgets, some feats, spells. I started working on both of them. They're both kind of done. I've got to do spell cards for them, if I'm going to do spell cards, which of course I'll be doing. I can do spell cards for each of them, and I think that's about it for them. And oh, that's right, and I'm waiting for some art. If you swing by the blog, or, well, depending when I put this up, this might be, well, probably tonight, or probably tonight-ish. So if you look early in the day, I put up 2 new pictures. That's some other stuff. We also got 2 new artists, and one has turned into completed work already, and it's up and available. That's the Machine Smith you've seen on the blog. The second one is of a sketch Cavian. That's a rough draft. I'm assuming since I approved that one, we're going to see more color to it probably, today's Wednesday. Just figure the color piece I'll probably see by Friday-ish. So that'll be up. And that's really what we're missing from the Machine Smith book is some artwork. So I need to do at least 2, maybe 3 more pieces of art for that. Also, I've got to finish up the free RPG Day adventure, like tonight, really. But it's really not going to be done because I need 2 pieces of art. So I need 2 more pieces of art for that, and I don't really need the art, but I'd like to have the art. It's one of those scenarios, so I'm still waiting for that. I'm hoping to have it ready for Monday because I'm going to be trying to ship all that stuff off on Monday to clear my deck for that and pay for that and get that rolling and get that into Aldo and all the guys at Impressions so it'll be ready for Free RPG Day on time. What other fun stuff do we have going on? Obsidian Apocalypse. I've been pretty much clearing all this other stuff off the table to get this ready for, because that's my plan, is to work on Obsidian Apocalypse from April to the end of May. All the Neo Extra stuff has been done. This Free RPG Day piece will be done. All that stuff will be done and ready. You know, like I said, I want all that stuff to be off my plate and not worried about, so I can focus on that, because there's a lot of stuff I still need to get done with that. I still got to assign a couple more pieces to stuff. I've got to still send a bunch of stuff to our new editor to have him go through it and rip it apart, which he's very, very good at, which is good and bad. You know, it's got its, yay, he's very good at finding mistakes. Boo, I don't believe he found those simple mistakes. Why didn't they catch those kind of scenario? But it's all good. It's part of the business. Is what we do. Oh, camera down. Camera down. Camera down. All right. Let me see. We've done that. What are the fun and interesting things? Paizo just announced their RPG Superstar. So once again, if you didn't win, don't worry. You can try again next year. What I always suggest for people, win or lose, which there's a lot of people who've lost, as it were, do yourself a favor. If you're in the top 32, go talk to a third-party publisher. Talk to me, talk to the guys at Red Publishing, Dreamscar, talk to Legendary Games. There's tons of us out there. We're always looking for new writers, so it's a great place to basically build your chops. And if you're serious about wanting to work for Paizo one day, it's a good way for Paizo to see, your work, because a lot of the guys, like I said, who now work at Paizo have, and probably sometimes still, work for third-party publishers. It's kind of a win-win. We get really good written stuff. They get really good experience. If you're serious about it, it's a great way to start. I mean, a lot of guys who've gone on to work at Paizo have worked at third-party, and we're talking like a lot of the main guys. I mean, hell, Owen Casey Stevens is a prime example. Owen has written for everybody, literally. So, if you like Owen, that's something to do. It's very, very easy. What other fun stuff? Oh yes, I'm redesigning the LPJ design website again. This is going to be a more technical conversation, so if you're not really into the technical stuff and graphic design, don't worry, you can fast forward all this. Alright, so I've been using Dreamweaver forever, and I tell you, I like Dreamweaver, but I'm not in love with it. There's a lot of stuff I don't like about it. It's really built more for engineers, and I wish it worked more like Layout. With that said, there's a new program that's been out for a while called Muse. CS6 has it, and I've been using it. And the first time I used it, I liked it a lot, but I was kind of confused on how some things work, and I was like, okay, this makes no sense. So I put it aside, let it alone for a little bit. Now I've come back to it, and I'm working on it again. I must say, it really is a good program. It really is very interesting. It's very good. I'm redesigning the website totally. I'm going to be doing I'd call it radical design for me. I've been looking at other newer sites, seeing how people are updating how they build their sites, and I'm looking at the structure of ours, from the ground up. It's like, okay, how about this in the background? How about this in this layer? How about this? And I've really been enjoying just the whole pure design aspect. I think, for me personally, I think if you're a fan of layout, if you like graphic design, and you don't want to code, because not everybody wants to be a coder, no one wants to be an engineer, not everyone wants to be in IT doing it. If you want to be a really good front-end designer, I would say it is in your best interest to get a copy of Muse and learn it backwards and forwards. If you like InDesign and you understand how InDesign works, Muse is very, very similar to that. It's worth its weight in gold. I've got the monthly subscription through Amazon, not Amazon, through Adobe. I like it. I like that it just takes, the money comes out, boom, I get all the other stuff updated the day it comes out, or whenever I log in to do it. I mean, it's there. I've got a lot of programs. I think it's worth it. I think it's very much worth it. I think if I could pick and choose also which programs I get, would even be better. But personally, there's some stuff out there I'll never use. I mean, like I think I have access to Flash. I'm not really using Flash anymore. I don't really have it. I used it years ago when it first came out. It didn't really excite me that much, so I was like, whatever. But I mean, if I could get like Adobe Premiere instead, that'd be totally worth it. I mean, doing real editing of video, not using cheesy free editing videos. I think there's just a lot of cool stuff that Adobe's doing that I'd love to be doing. So that kind of stuff's going on. Let's see, what other cool stuff is going on? Oh, that's right. We just released our Quartermaster Handbook, which has been selling very, very well. This is going to sound really goofy when I say it like this, but I thought it was an interesting product. But apparently, a lot of you think it's a really interesting product. I'm actually kind of shocked at the sales. I mean, I expected to do okay. Standard seller, nothing to shoot. Nothing like I'm amazing. But no, this one has been one of those. Whoa, I guess people like equipment. And this goes back to what a friend of mine said years ago. He's like, look, you got to do equipment books. People love equipment books. And I was always like, don't people have enough equipment? There's tons of equipment books. This is we're talking before. It's like D&D. But with any game system, I always think that I don't want to put more equipment in there. I think there's already got enough. But apparently, some people don't think there's enough equipment. So, I guess I was wrong. Not the first time. We've also signed 2 new writers? Or 3 new writers? I think we've signed at least 2 new writers. There might even be 3. I know a lot of them are right now doing the process of reading the setting and understanding what's going on. It's thankfully enough, and this is going to be like a little tangent. I'm kind of glad, personally, Neo Exodus' book, The Campaign World, it's only 150 pages. I mean, I've heard people writing all these campaign books, and they're like massive books. And I'm gonna call somebody out, but not in a bad way. But you're gonna say, but like Green Ronin is gonna do their new Freeport one, and they're telling me it's like 500 pages long. And I look at it and I go, what? Why is it a phone book? Why are you writing a phone book's worth of stuff? That's a lot of stuff. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, about like 400 pages in, you gotta go, what more can you really tell me? I mean, I understand detail, and I understand that things need to be detailed, and that's good, but I always have a fear that when you make things so detailed and so interesting and so intricate, the player themselves don't get the opportunity to play the game because they don't have a place for them. I mean, I know for New Exodus, I wrote a lot of stuff, but a lot of openings where people can put themselves in and play, and I personally don't. I mean, some people write histories of worlds, and it always amazes me. They write these long, 1,000-year histories that have no effect on the actual modern day. They're telling me about something that happened 400 years ago between these two people, and blah, 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 but it has no effect on today. So I'm always like, it's great to write that kind of fluff, but I don't get it. I think, you know, give people the basic information, give them a time period they can work with, give them to understand what the major conflicts are, and then go. I mean, I don't want people just writing for writing's sake. And a lot of people, I think, have done that. They write, and they write, and they write, and it's like, look, man, we've already got a big, huge campaign rule book. They got a big GM's guide. I don't want to have people read even more and more and more and go crazy. I think it's great that people do that. I mean, we make source books specifically for that. If you want to add something on, we build a source book for you. But the main book itself that you're going to start with, I try to keep it light. I mean, Neo Exodus is 150 pages. And I think that's the perfect size. It's got a good price point. It's what, $27. You know, it's right there at that right good cusp. Once you're done with it, you can play in our setting. You technically don't have to buy anything else. I would suggest you would. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out, but really, once you buy that book, you don't have to buy anything else. I mean, that will get you started, get you interested, and if you're really interested, there's other stuff to buy. But like, even a lot of people are surprised that we have like almost 60 products available for Neo Exodus. So I mean, you know, 60 products, lots of different stuff. You can find something you like, you know, and it's all different price points. We have some stuff that's very expensive. We have some that's cheap, whatever that means. I mean, like, we have a lot of, well, we even have like 99-cent PDFs. So there's something there for everybody. So that's it. All right, this video is almost over. It's been almost 13 minutes. So I'm gonna stop this video. I don't know if I'm gonna do another one. I like doing them in the car. It's actually kind of cool. You throw yourself in the car, boom, you go, you drive, you just drive till you stop, and then you push the little button stop. But I'm going again, so I guess I'll be talking. But you know, I enjoy doing these videos. I hope you people enjoy doing them. I'd also be honest with you. I'd like to be talking to someone else. Talking to myself gets kind of crazy when you do these kind of things, because it's just like me talking to myself, rambling on, and you know, you don't want me to do that forever. So I'm thinking about maybe I'll do a Google Hangout with JP, of course, and maybe we'll get, you know, since Jeff is still new. Jeff is our new head writer. If you don't know, Jeff Lee. Jeff's been writing a lot of the Treasures of Neo Exodus. He's the poor fellow, which he's still mad at me about this, for doing all those stat blocks for our usual suspects. That's right. One guy wrote all the stat blocks in that book. One guy. And there's probably I'm probably guessing, and I'm probably even short, maybe about 80 different stat blocks he wrote for that book. And it's just amazing what he did. And yes, Jeff, yes. So we'll have Jeff on, and we'll sit there and we'll talk about business and understanding what's going on. Before I go, which I still have time. Yes, I still have time. I am 99% sure that I will be attending PaizoCon this year, just like last year. I am not sure. I thought JP was going to be able to, but something might have come up that JP may or may not be able to go. But I know that I will be there. I also believe Jeffrey Lee, our head writer, will be there. I'm hoping some more people come up. But I can say with confidence, Jeff and I will be there. At least I'm pretty sure. 99%. I don't think this should be a problem. I just got to get a flight. I got the flight I like. I know which one I want to get. Just want to make sure I got my time approved from work. So I will be there. I will be flying out to Seattle, going back to Seattle. Seeing what's going on, drinking some coffee, because I don't drink coffee. All right, oh God, I can't say coffee. And checking out Seattle, and maybe I'll have some more fun. I had a great time last time I was there. I really Seattle's got a very different vibe from South Florida. I mean, you can guess what South Florida's like. You've seen every show, every girl on the beach. Yeah, it's a lot like that, but it's not. But it's a lot, but it's not. But Seattle's a very, very cool vibe. I like the vibe out there. I wanna see a little bit more of it, and maybe go out a little bit more and just chill on the evenings. Oh crap! This thing's like 15 minutes long. Okay, I gotta go. Wow, did you like how abrupt that was? All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.